Selena. It's a bad baby. Oak Cliff girl. Can't make you change my world. Damn, you're so fine, girl. Oak Cliff girl. Put them heels on and rule.
Welcome to Selena's Couch, where you are welcome to be free to be yourself. So you can lay your head on my couch, on my pillows.
It's all good, we can do whatever we wanna do now. I'm in my bag right now, and I got a feeling, babe, yeah. You're gonna be my number one lover. Spend the night making love to each other. With the lights on top of the covers. Just me and you, babe. And I feel like you're my
Love you to Reese's Pieces.
Get you a word. Nana nana boo boo.
Hello. I hope everybody is doing well tonight. I have 8 people in the bushes. I wonder who those 8 people are. I hope it's people that actually support me. But I hope that you will come into the chat instead of ghost watching me. Now, some people said my channel is dead, but they can't stop watching me to see how dead my channel is. So I would suggest the people that feel like my channel is dead, there's no reason for you to be over here being nosy because my channel is dead to you, right? So I would say, beat it, okay? Hey, Easy. I'm gonna just say Easy did it. That's the best way I can say your name. Yeah. It's a lot of people, they have opinions on your channel. And my thing is, if your channel is that bad, you don't need to be watching. You don't even need to be nosy enough to see what's going on over here in over here on this side, to be honest with you. Because everybody that I don't really fool with, I unsubscribe from their channel, and then I put do not recommend, so that I don't get any notifications and I don't see none of their stuff. Hey TP, how are you? You said all I got to say is we got the match. All I gotta say is you are always on somebody's panel. That's what I gotta say. I'm starting to think you might be a panel bot. Hey, Black Ubiquity. What's up, Orlando? What's up, Ryan? Ryan's in the house. John. What's up, John? Now, who you talking about today, John? Texas is definitely in the house, Ryan. And I have to let these folks know. I told y'all that this coming year, it ain't no more passive aggressive, y'all. It's gonna be straight from the hip. So I don't mean to hurt some people's feelings, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna stay true to me. Because people gonna dislike you anyway, so it's kind of like you could be the nicest person, you could say it in the best way, try not to hurt people's feelings, honey, and all it is gonna come back to bite you in the butt, because guess what, they're gonna say, well, she said this, and do a whole live on it and all this weird stuff that these people do. Now in 2024, I don't know about you, but 2024 was a very challenging year for me. I moved on from a lot of people, and I started to be more truthful with myself about how I was feeling, how I'm gonna deal with certain things. You said straight from the hip, them boy, TP, I still got my side eye on you. But anyway, I digress. Hey Russell, what's good? What's popping? You said can't see my baby no more. So you leaving, baby mama? Where am I leaving, Russell? Leaving where? Hey, Big Red, what's popping? So I do have an open panel tonight. Anybody got to say anything to me? It could be positive, Orlando. It could be negative. Just whatever you say, you better be respectful, okay? Now, some people I probably, if they want to come up, I may have blocked them or banned them from my StreamYard. So you might have to come under another account, and then I might let you up. So but to I am at the point right now that I'm getting where I just don't care anymore. Not to the point to where I lose my common sense, but I also gotta be true to me. What's up, Brian? I gotta be true to me, okay? So it ain't, like I said, it ain't no passive aggressive. It's really, it is what it is. Um you don't want no have no gremlin youngins. Oh Lord, I don't know what y'all talking about. Okay. But yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm talking about the title, leaving folks behind. So you're leaving the sector. I don't even really hey CX, I don't really even feel like I'm in the sector. I always told y'all I'm on the outskirts. They don't, people don't really accept me because I'm not hollering and screaming and cussing people out every day. Hey Mika, hey Kevin, hey Captain Wolf. I'm not cussing people out and acting a fool and showing my pussy, oh excuse me, my poom poom. I'm not going around here twerking and growling at the mouth and going around here, just doing any kind of thing. So, I'm on the outskirts. I'm on that outskirts where, I call it the sidewalk, a little bit kind of like you kind of safe, just a tad bit, but still some people try to bring you in the street sometimes, that kind of thing. Even though they try to bring me in the streets where I have to, sometimes feel like I got to defend myself or talk crazy to, a person. I try to stay on the outskirts. I try to stay on the side street, the side road, But every now and then you get some people to try to call you out, and sometimes you address it, sometimes you won't. Like I told you, this year has been very interesting for me. I learned a lot of stuff. I learned how to move on certain things. I learned to just admit some things to myself. And also, I'm just learning to be more truthful with people and just being who I am. And whether you like it or not, hey, it is me. You know what I'm saying? This is the year, 2024 was the year of exposure, right? That's what everybody said. Everybody was saying that things was going to come out, right? And whatever you are, it's going to come out anyway, right? It's going to come out. So if you're really a mean person, it's going to come out. If you're really a liar, it's going to come out. And this is not, after 2024, this is not the end of the exposure. It's going to be some lot of more things that's going to be exposed. And some of the people that think they're so high up in the sky that nobody can't touch them because their ego has lied to them and their delusion has blinded them, they will crumble this coming year too. Okay, so that's going to be something to see. And I don't like to laugh at people's downfall, but it does send a lesson to all of us. Don't think you too high and mighty to be brought down, because as much as you think you're high and mighty and nothing can't touch you, you're winning and you're doing big things, but you stepping and talking crazy and about other people and lying on folks, it's gonna come back. It's gonna come back. So I am just waiting to see that. And when I see that, I'm going to be like, I've been vindicated. You said, John, you see the growth. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, Mika. I mean, these people on this app, I'm like, social media has really messed up a lot of people's mind. Do you know that most of these folks out here, they don't need YouTube. They need some therapy on that ass. Like, they really need to go to therapy and see what kind of mental disorder that they have. They need to talk to a psychiatrist, something. They need to talk to a counselor. They need to work out that BS that they're dealing with. And a lot of I'm just be real. A lot of the fuckery I see on here is a lot of people that never got a lot of attention growing up. So when they come on YouTube and they get attention, they get a following, they get people liking what they hate, Demia, liking what they got to say, honey, they are going to be on here acting a fool because they ain't used to it. What's up, Real Chase? Good to see you. They not used to it, y'all. And I have an open panel, so anybody is welcome to come up. Like I said, as long as you're respectful, I don't have a problem with that. But I definitely will boot you on out of here. And definitely you will have to exit stage left. I put the link in the chat. But I ain't gonna be up here too long because tomorrow's my last day. Thank God for school. So I ain't got to deal with them kids for 2 weeks and a few days. So I'm really excited about that. You have no idea. Tomorrow's a half a day, so I'm not gonna be there till 4:00. So I'm just thrilled. Yeah, some of these people want to be celebrities on here, and that's cool if that's what you want to be. Hey, who am I to judge? But I know one thing: some folks I can say, they hadn't got that much attention in their life. Okay, in their life, so they came on here. Oh, I'm sorry, not you. I was just messing with you, but you do be on a lot of panels. E, come on, let's just keep it 100. Now, I told you it's time out for being a passive aggressive. I'm just gonna call it what I'm just gonna say what I feel on some stuff. Cause but you good, you good. I was just messing with you. What's up, Shirley? What's up, Slim? Yeah, but a lot of folks, like I said, this year I'm leaving behind. I ain't got time. Now, if you want to have a conversation, if there was a misunderstanding, hey Oliver, or you don't like me or you don't like what I did, this is the time to come up if that's what you want to do. But some people, they would rather talk about you than talk, to you, which I find very interesting. And they call me passive aggressive. I digress. But and then too, I gotta remember I did block people too. So that's another thing. I didn't think about that. I forgot that I blocked people as well. But anyway, so this year, like I said, I am doing some new things. What's up, Chicky? I'm doing some new things. I hope I spoke to you, Shirley. Doing some new things. I'm glad, John, that you can see the growth. Now I want you to grow even more this year. I know you have problems with certain people, so you get really upset. So John, we got to work on that, okay? We got to work on that, John. Slim, I do watch in the bushes, but when there's certain people that come on your platform, I can't watch it. But I do be in the bushes. I give you that that support, and I'm also going to start. When you get monetized, I'm definitely going to. I don't know if you have a Cash App, but I definitely want to show you some support because you are a member of my channel. You've always been a support to me. But don't think just because I'm not in the chat that I'm not there. But like I said, once certain people come up there, bye. Can't hear it. So when you're going to interview me again, baby mama, everybody knows you, Russell. Like, what you want me to interview? What's up, Roy Lee? Good to see you. I don't know. Y'all scared to come up here? Because I put the link in the chat. I don't know why people scared to come up on my platform. They go everywhere else. And what's going on with people that have your information, honey, and they can't call you and have a conversation? I've been seeing so much stuff going on in these YouTube streets. And that's why a lot of the times people do not want to fool with people on the internet. Why? Because people just can't be grown. They can't come to you respectfully. They can't tell you what's bothering them. Instead, they do this passive aggressive stuff, or hey, old school, how are you? Or they rude, they come in your chat with the rudeness, or they want to do a live on you. What's up with that? If I got your number, or if I got you to where I'm communicating with you on Instagram, why can't I just have a conversation with you? Why do we have to do a live? Why do we have to go in somebody's chat disrespectful? Why do we have to come at the person disrespectful? If we got an issue, hey SJ, if we got an issue with each other, call me or text me, and don't be disrespectful because you will get cussed out. Hey Philly, you know. And since I'm working on myself, I'm trying to let my articulate words be more expressive. Hate to be rather than cuss you out. You know what I'm saying? Because I am articulate, I can express myself without having to cuss you out. It just makes me feel better sometimes. So yeah, I'm just speaking the truth. I'm just saying exactly how I feel on this stuff. And the reason why I say this, hey Bevins, the reason why I say this because I don't think people are used to me really being like this. I think people really are used to me being, well, politically correct and all that kind of crap, or watching what I say, or maybe hidden around the bushes, or what they say, subliminals. And hey Philly, being passive aggressive instead of just saying, I said, you know what? You right. I'm just gonna say it, and then I'm gonna say the name. How about that? Now, if I'm talking about something general and it's a lot of people that do it, I can't just say the names because it's a lot of people that do it. And I put the link in the chat. There you go, my little panel thought. What's
See,
up?
there you go.
Oh, I'm just playing with you. Don't be mad at me, E. Don't be mad at me, E. I
Oh,
just with
no. I got thick skin over here. No, but I just wanted to say that salute to you and salute to your channel and salute to your new beginning as you go on at the beginning of the year.
you.
And hope everything goes well for you and all.
I appreciate you so much. And I believe it will, because I'm just gonna, like I said, I'm gonna be true to me. So and I'm gonna be, I would say, less distracted, because a lot of the times we get distracted by what people do, but we got to learn to stay focused on what we want to do with our channel, what I want to do with my life. Like, I can't worry about people, and that's the thing that I have been battling with on and off. That's why sometimes I felt like I was on a repeat cycle over and over again. And I said, you know what, I need to grow up. It is, I got to see things for what they are, whether I like it or not, whether I want to go and bite somebody's head off. At the end of the day, I'm responsible for me. I'm not responsible for other people. So I have to handle myself more accordingly. Hey, O Speaks, what's good? And hey D, what's popping? So at the end of the day, that's kind of where I am. So I'm just saying, if you got something to say to me, good, bad, and indifferent. What's up, Brian? If you got something good, bad, and indifferent to say to me, you can come up on my platform. Ain't nobody running tonight. I got time today. Like I said, as long as people ain't disrespectful, we can have a conversation. But I got time today, and I want people to
Ain't nothing bad
understand
to say
that.
about you.
Huh? What you say? Yeah, I can't hear you. But
Oh no,
but
I
what
was
I
saying I ain't got nothing bad to say about you. You never done nothing wrong to me or nothing like that. And
what's up,
I
Joe?
mean, the only time I seen you snap at somebody was if somebody came at you first.
Right. And that's
I
what
mean,
people
other than
seem to
that,
misunderstand. They say,
you cool.
oh, you were being messy behind the scenes, just lying their asses off. I personally, I'm not going to go at anybody unless I hear my name and somebody's coming at me. And that's what these people do on here. They put this narrative out there like, oh, you're the messy one. You're doing this. You're doing that. You're so diabolical. I'm diabolical, but to a certain extent. And to what I'm diabolical to. That's the difference. Like, I'm not diabolical on here trying to put schemes together and do all this weird stuff behind the scenes. Like, I don't have time for that. When you are a grown person and you have like a real life, you have a job, a career, whatever you want to call it, you got responsibilities, trying to pay bills, meet all your needs and all that. You ain't got time to worry about other folks and what to do to other folks on here, because you trying to make some
See,
money.
that's why I don't put my personal business out there like that, like personal
Oh, I
info,
don't either.
sensitive information and shit like that, because people can get that and then they'll flip it around on your ass and you'll be
Exactly.
out here looking.
That's
That's
why
why I
I'm
only
real.
give people limit.
Right. And that's why I'm real hush hush about a lot of stuff. Like if somebody says, somebody come out and say, oh, something, that's on them. But for me, I'm telling you, I keep it to myself because I understand where I am. And these people out here, they dirty. Like a lot of people on here, it's some good people on here that I met. I'm not gonna deny that. It's some good people. Hey, cutting edge, but I've met a lot of bad people. And the bad sometimes make up more than the good. So at this point in my life, it ain't no giving no other chance. I'ma just call it for what it is. You know what I'm saying? And before, like I said, I took, people at face value, because, again, hey, Carlo, what's good? We don't know each other on here, but at the same time, if I'm watching you and I see how you move with other people, then that gives me, I would say, the discernment to know how you're gonna deal with me. So
Okay.
I just say at this point right now, I'm gonna tell people what the hell I feel. If I don't fool with you, I don't fool with you. I ain't got nothing for you. And I think more people need to be like that. Let's just be straight up. Let's not be passive aggressive. Let's call a spade a spade. I don't fool with you and I don't like you. And that's okay. Let's move on. If you, and most of the time people they don't even know why they have an issue with you. They're going by hearsay or their perceptions. That's basically what people go by. They don't, because how can they really know you unless you spend time with a person? You may know a little bit about a person if you talk on the phone with them for a couple of months or something like that. You have a perception of them, but that still don't mean you really know them and you don't know their intentions. So on here, like I said, I feel like a lot of the times you just have to be very careful on how you move, who you move with, right? And you definitely have to make sure that whatever you say, you can repeat it because you don't know who you're talking to. Because when mad day comes, right? When mad day comes, your ass is gonna be blasted, and then they're gonna add stuff in there that you didn't say or do. Hey, Shantarament, good to see you. So this is what you deal with when you are on social media, and that's what you deal with in real life. You know what I'm saying? So on here, I don't owe anybody an apologies. I'm not giving anybody apologies. If I did offend someone or hurt someone, that is something that I definitely will apologize for. But if it was a misunderstanding and you just took it the wrong way and you just being petty and you didn't come and have a decent conversation with me respectfully, then I don't owe you an apology. I don't owe you an
See, I
apology.
feel different.
Huh?
No, I
What you
feel differently on verbal apologies and stuff like that. I
uh-huh.
mean, me honestly, I don't, I ain't really gonna accept nobody's verbal apology because, okay, I live in a world where anybody can say anything one day and then the next day they turn back and do the same thing that they said that they wasn't gonna do prior to that, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so therefore, I can't accept nobody's verbal apology, but I will acknowledge it. I
Oh
mean, I do
well,
that much.
I mean, yeah,
I
if
mean,
it's
because
something
the best
worth acknowledging.
see the best way
Mhm.
to like the best way to apologize to somebody is not to do it no more. Not just
That
say it,
part.
but it's all action.
Right, that part.
So like
And
if
most
somebody says I'm sorry, I apologize, I kind of look at that, be like, yeah, okay, but we're gonna see how you gonna do tomorrow.
Right, that part. So that's what I see. Like I said on here, I think it's so. I'm gonna just say, I don't want to be one of those fake people. Okay. Hey, Rare Money. I don't want to be one of those fake people. I don't want to be one of those people that, people are like, well, she's just going along with the crowd. I want to have my own mind. If I don't mess with a person or if I don't agree with a person, that's on me. It's not because I'm agreeing with SJ or Slim. It's on me. Like that's just that. And
Mhm.
so I think it's just people are so, and we got to be very cautious that we are not fake, because we're trying to get along with people. You know what I'm saying? So I want to make sure that I don't become one of those. I want to be really authentic and let my yes be yes and my no be no. So hey John, what's good?
What's up, Selena?
Well, thank you for joining me on my panel. So
Yeah,
like I
thought
said,
I'd
this is an
tap in
open panel.
for sure. What up,
Hmm.
Easy?
What it do?
What it
Hey,
do?
shit,
What it
man.
do? So tell me what you thinking.
Well,
You
yeah. The last thing I heard y'all talking about was apologies and stuff like that. So on that, I would say, yeah. To me, as an adult, apology will settle whatever dispute it is, but it
mm,
also has to be like how Easy said, just don't do that shit no more either. But
right,
I do want the acknowledgement of, hey, look, this, that, and the third, my bad. All right, because that's what I would do. I'm not going to just glaze over doing if I did somebody dirty, which I don't do shit like that. But
right,
hypothetically, if I was to do somebody dirty and they call me out for it, and I'm like, you know what, I'm wrong. I'm going to apologize because that's not something you want to have on your like
conscious,
energy. Like,
right,
yeah, not even conscious. It's just your energy because that conscious, man. Look, well, it's all connected.
right, right. But at the same time, a lot of these people like to guilt trip you because of their insecurities and their distorted perception. Doesn't necessarily mean that you're wrong. You get what I'm saying? So hey, Carl, my boy Carl.
Yeah,
We
for
got
sure.
Jesus Peace. Hey Travis. Who else came in? Dimple D. What's good? What's good? We got Dimple D in the house. So yeah, just because somebody feel you did something to them, there may be their distorted perception of it. And a lot of the times that's what's going on. And so
Yeah,
those are the things that I'm like, no, if I know in my hearts of hearts I didn't do nothing to you,
but then look at what you said though. Feel, and that's where it
right.
becomes a problem. This is where issues raised with me because I don't like when men feel anything with me. We need to have that going objects when we talking. I don't give a damn about a man feelings. The only
Uh-huh.
people feelings I will consider is a woman's feelings because that's y'all balance. So man, y'all feel this, I feel that. I don't want to hear that. You gonna instantly
Right.
put me on the you a sucker. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Oh, no,
And
definitely
I,
just
I
want
see
that.
what you're saying. I see what you're
Good.
saying. So like I said, but we also, like you were saying, we have to realize that feelings are not facts. Feelings are just your emotions,
Yeah,
what
my
you
bad. I
feel
was in
at
a
the
bad
time.
area.
Yeah, I couldn't hear you,
Hmm.
but feelings is what your emotions at the time. That doesn't mean it's a fact. So
Yeah, you gotta
this
sit
is
back
the
and
thing
think.
that people get
Like,
messed up on here.
yeah,
Mhm. So you said you saw some growth in me. I'm kind of curious to know what that growth is.
cause you like you a Sagittarius, so yeah, y'all got fired, but you more so like reserved now. Like if somebody say something about you, or you feel a certain way, you just straight up call that shit out, and you might just go off and just be your real self instead of like thinking about what the consequences is and stuff like that. Like
Right.
I be picking on because you a Sagittarius and shit, but
And you said what? You said we do what?
what Sagittarius?
Yeah.
Y'all go off sometimes. Like a Sagittarius will go off because y'all a fire sign, but you
Yeah.
gotta y'all real reserved in the same context. It's like
Right.
you gotta really draw it out.
Yeah, I am more reserved. That's why I said when, and that's why I think people had thought I was scared I'm like, nah, nigga, I'm not scared. I'm sparing you. Cause when I go off, I really go off. And the fact that I can't reach you is really bothering me. So that's what I think people's perception, that just because I didn't say a lot of things. And then there was a lie that some that I had a person bodyguard, being a bodyguard. Like, nobody's ever been a bodyguard for me. Whatever people said to stand up for me, that's what they said. Okay, they had nothing to do with me telling you say this, you say that, you do this. I don't orchestrate stuff like that behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, Orlando, don't get kicked out. So I don't do that kind of stuff. My thing is, whatever I have to say, sometimes I'm trying to wait to the right time, or sometimes I'm just trying to, chill out and not go there. But the thing about it is, on here, I think if you're not careful, people will draw that out of you. And I think that's what people want to do. And that's why I said 2024, I spent a lot of time learning, and I spent a lot of time just letting a lot of things, just like, okay, is this worth the fight? You know what I'm saying? And then a lot of the things that I said is coming into fruition. A lot of things that I said about other people and what was going to go down, it went down, because I know what the hell I'm talking about. But, people on here, if you listen to the wrong person, they will put things on you that's not true. Like, I'm scared, like I'm slow, like, or I'm orchestrating a scene behind the scenes, this weird shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Bolo. So I just said, you know what? This is gonna be me. This is who I am, and this is what I'm going to show. You know what I'm saying? So it's no more pity patting, along, anybody's feelings. If it's something that somebody trying to ask me a question, or maybe trying to confront me with, I'm standing on 2 feet right now, and I'll stand on it. I'll stand on whatever I have to say, and just people are just really weird. And that's why I just said, you know what, I definitely have to reel it in, and I have to be smarter. So I appreciate, John, that you've seen the growth in me. But you definitely, I definitely have been working on myself. I'm gonna put the link in the chat again for anybody else that wants to come up.
Yeah, for sure. I'm about
Thank
to
you.
drop them back into the chat. I just wanted
Okay,
to come
thank
up
you.
and chop it up a little sec. All right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, thank you, SJ. You said you've shown your authentic journey. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. You said, Selena, you keep that Oak Cliff side of you contained up until this year. Yeah, it it is what it is. You said, I just want to tell you the best with everything. Gonna miss you, Selena. What you mean you gonna miss me? Are you going on a trip? What you mean? Talking about Bolo. The link is in the chat. Anybody is more than welcome to come up, but I am leaving bad attitude behind. I'm still gonna work on it. Like I said, I'm gonna try to leave it all the way behind, but whatever's in you is gonna come out. I'm leaving any fakeness that I had behind. I'm leaving fake people behind that pretend to be cool with me. I'm leaving, what else? I'm leaving bad spending habits behind. And another thing, I didn't really realize it until, somebody told me last night I could be a little uptight. I'm like, who, me? They said I could be a little uptight. So that's another thing I'm going to leave behind, my uptightness. I want people to see that I know how to have fun. I know how to be, cool. I'm not always a hothead or tense up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, being on here can make you very tense at times. It can make you pin up. So you just definitely have to kind of watch that. But I'm leaving that uptightness behind in 2024, right? And if I lied to myself before, hey, former Nancy, I'm leaving that behind too. If I lied to myself. And what else I'm leaving behind? But be careful about them Oak Cliff girls. What else I'm leaving behind? I'm just leaving people, like, whatever people's expectations of me and I failed them, I'm leaving that behind too, because that's their problem. They ain't got nothing to do with me. Yeah, right, Carl. I'm leaving the goofy shit behind. Whatever the goofy shit is, I'm leaving that behind. Right? I'm not gonna allow these lanes and people to pull me down continuously with the lies. And if they want to lie, I don't have to keep addressing something that is already dead to me. It might be alive to them, but it's dead to me. Like I said, 2025 is a new year. And if people are not trying to make better moves in 2025, you are very slow. You're very slow, because every year you should be progressing. You should be learning something. You should be building and doing something with your life. And number one, you should be so involved with your life. You ain't got time for the BS. That's really what you should be doing, you know. And I can't tell people what to do, but I know for me, I ain't gonna be worried too much about other folks or what they got going on. What am I doing? How am I gonna make it? And for some people, I'm leaving, like I said, I'm leaving the people, these fake folks behind. I'm like Casper to you. Treat me like Casper, like you don't see me because I don't see you. Okay. So those are the things that I am learning. And if anybody wants to come up here and maybe confront me, maybe say something to me, good, bad, and indifferent, you are more than welcome to come up. The only thing I ask that you be respectful, because you will get told off from A to Z. I got time today to do that. Okay. As long as you're respectful to me and how you deliver your constructive criticism, I will be open enough to listen. Because like I said, I have to leave that closed mind, being closed-minded and being defensive. I got to leave that in 2024. I can't take that to 2025. And if a lot of the things that y'all are taking from 2024 to 2025 and y'all still taking the BS with y'all, you got the problem. You got the problem. I'm not finna get into this fake beef with people. Either you rock with me or you don't. And I ain't did nothing to nobody that bad for nobody to really just be trying to do lives on me every day or every other day. Like, it's just not that serious. Like I said, Brian, if they want to come up here, yeah. So I like I said, I got time today. But like I said, just be respectful, because this is my house. And you will get booted. Okay? I don't play that and banned. So I got time today for that. So I think these grown people on here, and and a lot of times, a lot of the grown people don't want resolutions. They just want to keep on with the foolishness because they have no other life. YouTube is some people's life. This is what people live for. You can be anything you want to be on YouTube. You can be a Billy badass, ready to fight people, beat people up, cuss people out from A to Z, thinking you checking people. You can be anything you want to be on this app. You could be a queen, you could be a king, you could be a celebrity. Everybody wants to be something on here. I think. Only person I want to be is Selena. But I'm just saying, you got people want to be everything on here. So I'm just not going to do that. I'm not a roaster. I can break you down, though, from what I see, but I'm not a roaster. And a lot of people that they think can roast, they can't roast. They just know how to talk shit and be demeaning. That's the difference from roasting and talking shit. And a lot of the people, they know how to talk shit, They know how to be mean-spirited. They know how to be demeaning, but they're not roasting. That's the difference. Roasting is fun. It's something that's not, it's not mean. It's fun going, this person saying stuff about you, that person saying stuff about you in a fun way. There's no ill feelings behind it. Talking shit is when you really feel a way about that person and you really being mean and you trying to say everything to break their spirit and just to break them all together. That's the difference. A lot of people don't know that because I mean, look at comedy shows. That's roasting. That's a difference. Okay. So, right. Roasting is not bringing up family. Roasting is not talking about dead loved ones. Roasting is not talking about nobody's pee. I'm trying not to say a kitty cat cookie. Roasting is not talking about somebody's little peeny weenie. Hey, Miss Sims, how are you? Hey, Omega. Roasting is totally different. It's fun. Okay, it's not demeaning. And Miss Sims is a teacher. She knows, she been around. She know what time it is. It's a difference, and people don't know that. So when I come on here, and thank you so much, Carl. When I come on here, and I also have if y'all want to bless me, I also have a goal in mind. So if anybody have five super chats, it could be $1, it could be $2. So I can catch up to my goal. I would appreciate it. If you don't have it or you can't do it, I understand that too. Times is hard. I got it. But that's the difference. And a lot of the times people on here don't know that. It's people, like I said, if you 30 plus, 40 plus, 50 plus, a lot of the stuff, hey CC, a lot of the stuff that you would have done when you were 20 or in your teens, you shouldn't be doing it anymore. But I see too much of that on here. And that's why our kids, if you go to the school system, that's why our kids are messed up. Our kids are messed up because the parents are messed up and the grandparents are messed up. They have, look at what these people doing on here. Can you believe the people on here that's crazy as hell and they got kids and grandkids? Like, we all need to be scared for the generation to come. Like, this is scary. It's really scary out here. And you can't blame nobody but yourself. The reason why your kids is crazy. Teachers see it every day. Teachers experience it every day. We go through some of the most disrespectful little pricks. Excuse me. Because why? The parents make excuses for their behavior because why? Their parents are just as crazy. They are these kids are learn behavior. This is learned behavior. Okay. So I'm not surprised when I come on here and I see the most that people do. Hey, El Boogie on here, because look at what our kids have to look up to. And I'm not one of those people. I don't have kids at this time, but I'm definitely not going to be on here pussy popping. Excuse me. I don't mean to be disrespectful or acting a fool, yelling, screaming, cussing people out, and then expect for my child to be a decent person. Like, what are we doing? But it's too much of that. Mamas, daddies, grandmamas, grandfathers, they do the same stuff. So miss me with my kid is a good kid and you coming on here acting a fool. If that child is or grandchild is, it's a miracle, because children learn from what they see. Okay, so I don't have time for that in this day and time. And like I said, I definitely won't deal with grown boys and grown girls, because that's what we're dealing with. We're not dealing with adults. We're dealing with grown girls and grown boys. And I refuse to keep dealing with that. You know what I'm saying? So, and like I said, a lot of the times people watch you, they know they like what you have to say. They know they like your content, but then they lie and say, oh, it's dead. Well, if it's dead, keep your nosy ass from over here. That's the best way to handle that, because I don't know about you. Any channel that I think is dead, any channel that I think is a waste of my time, I'm definitely not going to look at it. I'm going to what? I'm going to do not recommend. That is the best thing to do. People have so much to say, and it's like, and I hate some of how these content creators talk about other people's channels when their channel is, they can't even get 5 people. And maybe they can get 10 when they're talking about a certain person. Maybe. So I'm like this. I don't care what y'all say. I mean, some of these folks say about me, because at the end of the day, you still acknowledging me. You still tippity typing in my name in the chat. Like I was looking, I did a playback at Damn D's live when he was talking about the what do you call those the awards, the 2000, right, Miss Sims, 2020 for awards. And they were talking about who has a dead channel. It was this one troll, and I know where this troll comes from. I have pretty good idea. Constantly putting my name as in the chat saying I had a dead channel. Now, I don't know about you, but if I feel like I'm boring, I'm not gonna come on that day. There was a couple of days I knew I just didn't have it, and it would have been a boring live because my energy was low, right? So I'm not gonna come on here wasting my time hollering and or using this hot breath of mine to get on here and talk if I felt like, you know what, I'm not feeling it today, right? So this particular thing, Rick, this particular, I'm gonna call it a thing, was just typing my name in the chat. This same person, it wasn't about 3 or 4, it was one person typing my name out because I'm looking at the playback. I'm like, and I bet it's somebody that take their trifling ass and come over here and watch me, listen to everything I gotta say, look at all my pictures, look at all my my shorts, but you got enough nerve to talk about my channel there, but you watching me. See, this is how you know you're winning, when your haters can't stop saying your name. They can't stop tippity typing your name. They can't stop talking about you. You, in their mind, you had a whole relationship with them that you didn't even know nothing about. In their mind, you did something so crucial. Thank you so much. You did something crucial to them that they're still obsessed with you from 2 years later, right? This is how you know you have made an impact on people that you didn't even want to. So I'm gonna just say, yes, SJ, obsession to another level on here. And I've never in my real life had as much obsession like I have on here on YouTube. Miss Sims, if you ever want to do YouTube, you might want to think about it, because you got a lot of crazy folks on here that will be obsessed with you for no reason. They'll have a whole storyline in their head about what you did. And then you got people that actually believe it. That's what's so crazy. I personally don't get that mad at strangers like that. I'm just being honest with you. I don't know you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really would have to spend time with you and know you for me to really get involved, like my emotions to get involved. But some of these folks, they will definitely get so emotionally involved, and then they'll have you feeling emotionally involved because you're like, what the hell is going on? Do I know you and did I sleep with you and I forgot? Like, I'm just thinking. Right, Mika. Why you so obsessed with me? Boy, I wanna know. Like, what? Like, what's going on? So, and it's not just men, it's women too. They weird. Like, it's some weird people. So, you definitely have to watch your back on here. You definitely have to watch who you entertain. You definitely have to watch who you give your number to and you decide to get to know them. Like I said, it's not too many people on here that I gave my number to. But you know, I will say that for the most part, You know, it hasn't been such a bad experience, but it's been a couple that I'm like, okay, I may could have just, you know, not have given that person my number. But it's not really a big deal. It's the people that you don't give your number to, that you don't even talk to about personally, and they got so much to say about you and so much, you know, to make up about you. So those are the type of things in 2024 I definitely want to leave behind. I definitely got to leave that stuff behind, because why? I can't take that to 2025. I can't take it. It's nothing but baggage. You know, it was, I think it was last week or a couple of weeks ago, I did a live on what I learned in 2024. And I learned a lot, because I was telling one of my mentors last night, I said, you know, this year was one of the most challenging years for me. I really didn't like this year. I'm going to just be honest with you. And, you know, my mentor was telling me, you know, actually the fact that you learn something makes you successful. That makes you a success, that you learn something and you're not going to repeat the same thing over. And see, I didn't think about that, you know, that would be a success, that I learned something. I'm learning how to carry myself on this app. I'm learning how to not allow people to keep pulling me into shit and actually being like, I'm not going to address that. Let it be. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to let it be. I said what I said and I don't take nothing back. I meant everything I said. And if I have, like I said, if it's something that I felt bad about, I probably wouldn't have said it. But everything I said, just like in the last couple of months, I would say in a few months, I meant everything I said. And I take nothing back. The only person I have to be held accountable to is God. So other folks just gonna have to get in line. So basically that means I don't care, you know? And there is some people I do care about. There is some people I care how I care, you know, how I handle them, because I have a relationship with them. I mean, I care. Even though I don't know y'all, I mean, I wouldn't just want to come out rude and aggressive to y'all, you know, unless you're disrespectful to me. So it's not that I don't care to the point I don't care if I hurt other people's feelings. Hey, Roy boy, that's not what I'm saying. But it's sometimes some people, I don't care. I don't care. And I take nothing back. It is what it is. So, and I would be disingenuous if I said anything different. Right? So I'm going to put the link in the chat again. Like I said, if you want to come up, you good, bad, and indifferent, you're more than welcome. But I understand too, people don't want a conversation. They want a back and forth. They want to get on their platform when they could have came to you and told you how they felt. Respectfully, they want to they want to go and do a live or get on somebody else live and bring your name up. That's what they want to do. They don't want a conversation. That's just too much like right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not and again, I'm not if there's people that I rock with, you know, that I've had some, you know, disagreements with, or they feel a kind of way, that's on them. That's not on me. I know my intentions, right? I know how I want to run my platform. If a person doesn't like it, they just don't like it. See, in this life, we have free will to do whatever the hell we want to do, good or bad. And people have the free will to move around. People have free will to unsubscribe. People have the free will to subscribe. People have a free will to do whatever that pleases them, right? So I can't stop people from doing that. All I can do is be myself. I'm assuming that real people would like for me to be myself and not be somebody that I need to make up, right? You don't want me to be somebody that, you know, that's just not me. If I'm talking a certain way, if I'm looking a certain way to gain some type of attention, or another, I want to get some other type of attention, you would really feel that I would be disingenuous. or fake. I don't want to be none of that. I want to just be Selena, right? Um, I'm not building my channel off of beef. I don't care to do it. I don't know you people that want the beef. I don't care to know you people that want the beef. I just, like I keep telling, it's best for people just to move on, because what you're going to want from me, I'm not going to give you. I address things a couple of times, maybe. Most of the time, I address it one time. Then I'll address it, maybe if I have to do it again to let you know, back off, okay? Leave me alone. Go on about your way. And then when you do that, you're crying. No, I'm not crying. I'm just telling you to move on. And that's what grown people need to do. If you pass 38, 35, you need to get grown, as my grandmother would say, and get you some business, get you some purpose in your life. What's up, L Boogie? L
Selena, how you
Boogie.
doing? What's going
Oh,
on?
hey, how
Salute
you
to you.
doing? What's up?
Nothing much. Nothing much.
What you got to add to this conversation? I guess nobody want to confront me today, huh? What you
Well,
got to add to the conversation?
uh, well, I can share, that I recently had a talk with a friend of mine in regards to like maturity, and because as young men we do go through things in life, and some things that's relevant in your real life can also be used in the social world because the social world is kind of just where a lot of us are at this point in our lives. Like the internet is ruling at this point. So um, there of course has to be a balance,
Right,
but then on top of that, people do have to find ways to maintain um, their peace and their tranquility. Things that benefit them in the real world. The things that can affect them immediately.
right,
And sometimes those things do travel over into the social world, which is why you see people handling things the way that they do, because this is the way they would usually handle something in their personal life. You know what I'm saying?
right. I agree with that. I definitely. How do you feel about the things that I was saying though? Like as far as like um my channel and my growing. Like, have you seen any personal growth? Like what have you seen?
Um, of course, there's always, and this is with any channel, I would say there's always room for improvement. I'm not saying that personally to you, to
Uh-huh.
your channel. What I'm saying is there's plugins. It's a lot of different features you can add to your channel, if that makes sense. So
Right.
there's, to have ways of engagement. I was just listening on the guy you put me on to, Sharon. Is that his name?
Sure. Yes. Yes. Sharon. Uh-huh.
All right. So there were some panelists over there talking about having people engage with your content and the ways that you can do it. And there's ways to market your channel. So that
Right.
was prevalent information to hear in regards to engagement. So I think
Right.
that some of the things that's being done currently can of course be altered so that you can get more engagement and have different general conversations. As far as your dialogue is amazing. The way that you approach conversation, the way that you allow your panelists to speak and elaborate on things that they're talking about, and the topics, the discussion be on point. So I commend you on that, of course.
Oh, thank you. And I was in your live the other day. I think I came in to speak to you. But I definitely want to say keep doing what you're doing. I definitely will keep sharing your channel. And I want to know, what are you going to leave behind in 2024?
Um, it's so early for me, so I don't know. I'm definitely, I'm still wet behind the ears when it comes to doing content. I still haven't found my balance when it comes to engagement myself.
Okay.
So as far as me, if there's anything I could leave behind, that's interacting with people when it comes to conflict and resolution. I
Uh-huh.
want to just try to make sure that I keep that to a minimum when it comes to how I interject with conflict, if that makes sense.
Okay. Okay. And basically, choose your battles wisely.
Most definitely,
Yes,
because
indeed.
I think that that takes away from your audience, and that
Right.
also takes away from your particular content as well, because it starts to scatter the people that want to engage with you. They want to be a part of your channel, and it just becomes too messy to kind of control. Like, you want to put yourself in a controlled environment, in my opinion, when it
Right.
comes to
Right.
doing content.
And that's kind of how I want to be in control of my channel. I don't want people to think they can come and do as they will, on my platform. And that's some of the things that I was trying to address the other day, because I'm like, look, I'm trying to be nice, but I think y'all have got me confused. So I'm going to try to say it this way. Now, the next time it's going to be some words. I'm going to have to let people know the oak cliff gonna come out. So I definitely try to give people a grace, but I think at this point, grace for some people, it's pretty much over with me. I feel like you have to be very straight up with folks on here, as well as in real life. You can't pussyfoot around with folks, and yeah, you have to be upfront and let people know what time it is. Other than that, hey, it is what it is. What's up, Hassan?
What up, guys? Salute. How you guys doing today?
Just
What's
fine.
going
What's
on,
going
man?
on? What are you leaving behind in
Uh,
2024?
what I'm leaving behind 2024, all the BS,
Mm-hmm.
and open you got to think positive. Even if people put a lie on you, just I'm not gonna take it seriously. If people want to believe it, screw it. It is what it is. You can't help what people think or what they're gonna do, because you're just wasting your breath,
Right.
So because the people that know me, they know me. Okay, like I don't admit what you did. Okay, I did this, but I did not do that. So it is what it is. That's what I learned, that, like, damn. And you can't convince everybody, so screw it.
No, you sure can't. And I'm not trying to. Because like I said, at this point in my life, I'm kind of like this. I will tell you what I did and didn't do.
Yeah,
You can put on me more than what the truth, but I'm gonna tell you what I did, what I didn't do, what my intentions was, and what my intentions weren't. If you want to go with the narrative, be my guest. I don't have time to prove to people that I don't know, and even the people that I do know. Like I said, it's best in this life to just be a straight shooter. You
yeah,
will get out of a lot of situations when you're straightforward with people. And whether people know how to handle that straightforwardness, that's on them. Really, to me, being straightforward with people is a gift. It's a gift that I'm giving you. I'm letting you know who I am and where I am and how I feel about the situation or how I feel about you. Now, how you take it is on you. But I believe being straightforward with people, being honest with people, that's a gift. And more people need to go and accept that. That even goes for me. If a person telling the truth about me, I have to be open enough to accept it for what it is. Like my mentor was telling me last night about certain things, because I was like, she was telling me I'm extremely picky about certain things, and she was right. I had to admit it. There were certain things I am a little like, well, and a lot of the times we put ourselves in barriers because of our old ways of thinking, our perceptions. And a lot of times our perceptions and the way we see things are distorted. They're distorted. And when somebody puts that mirror in your face and like, this is what's going on, I'm seeing you. And then you realize, you know what, you're right. You said, can I be your therapist? Russell, you need a therapist. Russell needs a therapist. I'm like, can he be my therapist?
And here's another thing. You don't have to explain to people that were not involved in the situation. Like, why even bringing it up? Like,
But these people on here, they'll try to bring other people that don't know nothing about the situation and then spin their narrative. So everybody's saying, dang, I didn't know Selena was like that. I didn't know Selena that, and here you go with that. I'm like, Lord have mercy. These some real psychotic people on this app. I mean, real though. Like they have no conscience about you, just straight up lie. And even if you forgot about how it all went down, don't repeat stuff that you don't really know the truth about. You just going by what you feel at the time and how you want to make a person look. But that might not even be the truth.
And but
you can't, and some of this stuff you can't debate because you will be going back and forth with people for years and years to come on this app. And what I don't have is time to be wasted on nothing ass people. Because see, I kept talking about it, and then I had to realize, well, if you know they're nothing ass people, why continue to keep explaining yourself to know nothing ass people?
Yeah.
So I had to blame myself. Hey, Path Mark, thank you for coming through. I had to blame myself. So I think, like I said, a lot of the times we have create barriers for ourselves. We create drama for ourselves when we're not willing to let go of things. Let people say, let people do, let people misunderstand you, people misinterpret what you're doing or saying. Let them go ahead and do that. That's people. People are people. We all can be fickle, and I can't stand a real fickle person. Like if you real fickle and you just, go with the wind, like I can't deal with it. Like,
No, and Selena, this is the worst part. Let's say they put a lie on you and you get annoyed, like why you believe in it. I heard on a panel, if that bothers you so much, so it means it's true. Like what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
So now they're confusing you. Like what you want me to do?
That's called gaslighting. That's gaslighting. They'll try to prove that, and I have to let a person know, we're not doing it. This is what happened. You're not going to spin the narrative on me. You're not going to spin the narrative on me, charlatan. This is what it is. See, they want, a lot of the time these people want to make you feel like you are the villain when clearly they are the villain. And then they try to make, victimize you the victim. They got you backed up in the corner. I ain't never been no victim on here. And whatever I had to say to a person, whether it was a big person that people didn't like to face, I did it. And I addressed some things. Because guess what? Don't nobody on here scare me. And I ain't never had no damn bodyguard. So when I came on here, I came alone. I didn't come with a group of people. I came by myself. And when it was time for me to speak, I spoke for myself. And I will continue to speak for myself. Because don't nobody love me more than me. And a lot of the times now, I'm getting to the point now where it's some things I don't even have to speak on. Let my reputation, let my actions speak for me. If you want to go by what other people putting on your reputation, you can go by that. You free to do that. Free will. But let my actions speak for me. Let what I do, what you have observed. And if you still feel that way about me, then hey, that's how you feel. That don't necessarily mean it's true. So I feel like I think a lot of people, including me, need to be delivered from people. And if we learn to be delivered from people, we wouldn't care about the bullshit that people do and say. Hey, Agent Smitty. So deliver me from people. Deliver me from nothing ass people. Deliver me from people that lie continuously on my name. Deliver me from people that I always got something negative to say, but they can't stop watching me. You say you don't like me, but you can't stop watching me. That is so weird. And like I said from the very beginning, if my channel is dead, that means stop watching me. You have the decision, you have the choice to not watch me. So make that decision on not watching me. So 2025 for me is going to be a new I'm gonna say God gonna do a new thing, because a lot of the things, like I said, I'm not gonna engage, or I'll give you a different reaction than what you expected. How you studied me before, I'm going to give you a different reaction from that. I want to be a step ahead of you, because there's a lot of folks that think they're so damn smart on this app when they're really just smart to dummies. They're not really smart in real life. They're just smart to dummies. So I don't want to be one of those. You know, I want to be really smart, and I want to think like 10 steps ahead of you, maybe 20. And a lot of the times, just because you're not growing in numbers, because you're not creating the beef, that you're not having a lot of the beef on your platform, and you're not, people's like, well, she ain't getting numbers like I got these channels, I got that channels, I got these numbers. Okay. But my content is different from yours. And whether you think it's dead or boring or whatever, hey, you still watching me. So something about me and what I do and what I say intrigues you enough. And and please save the boy and dead when they be feeling the way, they'll play your content. But again, my channel is boring. My content is dead, but you want to go over what I have to say on my platform, right? So somebody is not telling the truth. I must be intriguing or interesting to you to a certain extent for you to still be watching the things that I do and have to say. And every time you address somebody on here, it's not beef. Every time you address, well, you pull up then, nigga. Excuse me. And you better not come up here with no BS. Because as soon as you come up here showing that little thing you got between your legs, you're going to get banned. Now, back to what I was saying. I don't know who this little retarded person right here. You know, they always had these funny looking trolls coming through here. But most of the time it be these folks that be trying to show they little wiener.
What up?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm not like, yeah, pull up then. And as soon as you show that little Vienna sausage that you have, you're gonna get banned. Now I got time today.
I see. Selena on smoke time.
No, I'm just telling people what time it is. Like I think I have been quiet a lot of the times, and it's not. I'm not even mad. I'm just telling you how I feel.
Most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just being straight up. Like I've been telling you that's what I'm going to be doing. Because I feel like I just walked on too many eggshells with hoes and niggas that I shouldn't have. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and I think there's time out for that. We're in it's going to be a new season. It's going to be a new year. And a lot of the stuff that we dealt with and our behaviors, what we did last year, we shouldn't be carrying it on to next year.
Right.
And so, yeah, this is my I'm my personality. Just understand this. I'm not saying this is a good night, SJ. I'm not saying this is a different person, but this is who I am outside of YouTube, trying to keep pristine and kind of a articulate person, I'm not into the beef. I'm not in, and I'm still not into it, but I will tell you how I feel and have no problem doing it. So I don't think it's nothing wrong with it. I just think it's about time. Right? People have no respect. Huh?
Yep, heck yeah, stand on your team, man. Like it'll be more recognized on your behalf,
Right.
The other stuff will be recognized as flaws and it'll get weeded out.
Right. And the thing about it is I don't have to yell and scream and have a bigger microphone to out talk you. I don't have to do that. And the fact that you're trying to cover up everything I have to say, no, I'm getting up on your skin because I'm reading you for filth. You don't want to hear it, so all you're going to say is, bitch, you trash, you bitch, you trash, you nasty puss. All these vulgar things that you can say because that's on repeat in your mind. So that's the only thing you're going to keep saying because that's all you got. But you can't break a person down. You can't break a person down from head to toe. You just gonna talk about how ugly they are, how much of a bee they are, and all this kind of these obscenity, and all that. You just saying all that because you have nothing more. I don't have to yell and scream and get on a bigger microphone. But the fact that I'm telling you exactly what time it is and I'm breaking you down, you don't want nobody to hear that. Like I told, I'm like, some of y'all 50 plus and we still doing this. You 40 plus, you 30 plus, we still doing this. Is this what we doing? And you want somebody to respect you? Respect what? There's nothing to respect. You're a loud mouth, ridiculous, pathetic, old wench, or a BAN. I mean, it is what it is. And I think that more people, if more people would tell people exactly how they feel, it'd be less misunderstandings, right? And people know they'll know how to deal with you accordingly. They'll deal with you accordingly, and that's the way it should be. So I know y'all kind of don't shocked or kind of don't know what to say.
Yeah, I'm trying to follow along, but the dialogue is, hey, if it need to be said, I'm listening and shit. So was you waiting on? You were waiting to have a conversation with someone? Was that what it was?
Too? Oh, I wouldn't have a conversation with anybody. They got something for me.
Word.
Okay. Good, bad, and indifferent. I like if you had something for me, like yeah, I'm ready to what you got to say.
Right. But I think people be using. I've seen this many a times at this point now where this is going to be used as possibly the content for the person that you may be referring to. You know what I mean?
I'm referring to a lot of folks. It ain't just okay. Let me just make that clear. It's for whomever.
Okay.
So let me make that clear. And I'm just talking about what I'm doing differently this year. I ain't hey.
Okay.
People can take it the way they want to take it, but that's for anybody that has something they have to say to me. But see, like I said, hey, Phoenix, people want you to come to their platform to get content. And then when we say, oh, we done with it. Oh, we really not done with it. I just told you that because just do one thing so I can keep it going. Just do one thing. Just cry about it. Just, whatever they talk about crying on here. I don't know. But I just know that a lot of the folks on here are full of shit. And I mean, I don't mean that in a respectful way. I think they're full of shit, and I think that their ego and cash apps and popularity and people saying their name and giving them big ups when they need to be telling them you a foul person or you need to grow up. See, people lie to folks on here. I noticed that too. They do
Yeah,
a lot of lying to folks on here because they know good and damn well if the thing was done to them, they wouldn't like it, right?
I agree.
And I think a lot of folks lie because nobody wants it coming to them, you know.
Yeah,
And I talked about that a couple of weeks ago. People follow people that they fear, that they like, you know. And the reason why I say that people follow who they fear too, because a lot of the times when they see them same people going at other people, they don't say nothing about it. They rallying in the chat and all this kind of stuff. And then but they know if it came to them, it would be a problem. They wouldn't like it. But see, that's the thing on here. People do a lot of lying to folks, telling them they're better than what they are. And that's why I'm like, don't be lying to me.
yeah,
Shoot, I don't have the bells and whistles, and I probably won't. I don't know how to edit. I'm learning little by little how to do things. I don't have really a lot of time to do it because, unlike some people, I have a full-time job and I go to school. So I don't have time to play around on the internet and try to figure things out. So I'm just learning as I go, you know. And whoever like it, they like it. Whoever think it's boring, then you know where the door is. I don't know why you haven't left, but they keep watching.
right.
So I'm just like, these folks is crazy. You know
I
what I'm
think
saying?
I think people will have their moment, if they continue on. Like you said, they're siding with people because they don't want to be put on blast.
No, they don't want to be put on blast. They don't want, here it's good to mind your business because if you mind your business, honey, we stay out the way. And I can understand that. Mind your business when it ain't your thing, but don't lie about it either. I don't care if it's your favorite content creator or whomever. Hell, some of the stuff that people do, I think is ridiculous. And the stuff
Yeah,
that I've seen in the last couple of days is absolutely nuts. That's
yeah,
why when you say you got some friends on here or you're getting to know somebody as a friend, just be straight up and keep your stuff private. I don't know why is it that people have in their mind, oh, well, hey, it's private. It's private until you feel away, right? And when you feel away, you want to go live or you want to talk about it. No, nigga, call me. Hit me up behind the scenes. Have a conversation with me. Don't sit up here and try to embarrass people or bring stuff out in the forefront for what? And I'm talking about in general how people do things on here. It's a lot of people that do that. It's not just in this sector. It's a lot of people you get to know, and people just can't be grown. If I got a prop, say for instance, if I'm talking to you, El Boogie, and me and you have a disagreement or something that one of us did, we don't like, and then I go live, or no, you go live talking about me, and you might call me out, or you might do a subliminal. We all know you talking about me, right?
right.
So you go live, bringing my name up, talking about what you did for me, and all. That's the wrong way to be. That's the wrong way to do things.
Right.
Whatever. If me and you talking behind the scenes, that's between me and you. If we fall out, that's our business and not other people's business to put out there. So I just don't like that. I just feel like people need to keep stuff. If you cool behind the scenes, keep it behind the scenes.
Okay.
Yeah, but
And that
not everybody's like that though.
exactly. And some of the people that say they're like that, they're not, because they'll do the exact thing that they said they wouldn't do. Right. So
Mm-hmm.
those are the type of things that people need to be very cautious of. What you do to other people, just think about it. Would you want somebody to do that to you? And then if
Right.
you do come to me, you better come respectfully. Don't come disrespectfully, because you're going to get exactly what you gave me. And it's not going to be respect. I match disrespect with disrespect. So yeah, I don't do that. So that's why I tell people, you ain't got to really worry about me, because if I got something, if me and you fall out, we just fall out.
Yeah, the
I
personal
ain't
stuff, dude. When the personal stuff get leaked, man, it be wicked. I ain't gonna lie. It turned
right.
into something totally different at that point.
And a lot of times either you can reconcile, or you can just go your own separate ways, and nothing needs to be said about it. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah,
might be, say for instance, you might just be giving an example. Say for instance, you're giving an example of something because you're talking about a topic. You're not trying to bring up that person, you're just giving an example of something that maybe was close to what you're discussing. Okay, I'm not talking about you're talking about the person and doing subliminals trying to get back at them. I'm talking about you're giving an example because you're describing a topic that you're talking about. That's totally different.
yeah,
So you're saying, we have this thing going on behind the scenes. We're cool, and I'm hearing my name in the live.
hmm
That's just, to me, you mess up a lot of good relationships, a lot of whatever could have been when people do stuff like that. Like,
yeah,
and that's why I know it's a lot of grown boys and grown girls on here. They don't know how to have a conversation. They just be like, "You're a traitor. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna expose you." That kind of thing. And I'm like, we are not on Games of Thrones. Like, we're not on any type of, I don't know what type of games like that they have out there, that these people are playing, like video games. Like, we're not on a video game. We're not on a fantasy show like Games of Thrones. We're not on any of that. Like, we're on YouTube, and we're supposed to be grown people. So act as such.
I think
So
people love. Oh, my fault, but I think
no,
people
you're
like
good.
revenge and stuff like that too, man. I think people do. Some people get a thrill out of revenge and
Yeah, that's weird.
exposure. You know what I'm saying? They feed off of that energy. That hypes them up. So you you know, like you said earlier, pick your battles wisely. You know what I'm saying? Because that that approach, when it comes to dealing with someone, and we are strangers, it's the internet. You may not know what you're getting yourself into.
Right.
It could be worse than just exposure. It could become lethal. It could become hazardous to your real life. Those are things that I think people be forgetting as well too, to where
Right.
it can spill over into like your real personal life. You know what I mean? You never know who on the other side of that microphone or that camera.
Exactly.
That's a fair. But Selena, you said you went to Sharon earlier.
Hey, Kiki. Yeah, no, that was L Boogie said he went to Sharon's show.
Yeah, yeah. They talk about a lot of relationship over there. But you also said you seen the private chat, right? Real quick.
Okay, what is
So
okay?
the first one, they have a website and it shows you how to do thumbnails and editing and all that stuff.
Oh, okay, I got you. Okay.
And the bottom one is going to show you how to use the StreamYard properly. Like everything you need to know is in the on the YouTube.
Yeah, I'm about to also cancel this too, because this stuff is too darn high. They're talking about $49. I said the devil is a lie. I'm not paying for this.
Facts.
That's something that I can save. So I'm gonna take that crap up off of that. I'm gonna cancel it, because
So
like I said, they trying to charge me $49. And I'm like, I don't even have, I have a big panel every now and then, but not to the point where I'm needed every time I go live. So I'm like, I need to save some money on it. That's $50 I can use for my nails. Hey, what the hell?
So for
But
now, then stick to the YouTube live on your phone. Just go live on your phone without the
yeah,
panel.
right.
If you cancel in this StreamYard. And since you, well, El Boogie, since you went to Sharon, check him out too. He's in the same sector as Sharon. You too, Selena. And
Yeah,
some.
I interviewed Sharon.
Oh, okay, okay,
If
okay.
you go down some of my videos, you'll see my interview that I did with Sharon. It was like a couple of months ago.
So you
Maybe.
probably know him too then in the private chat, that channel?
Yeah, that's like I said, that's my boy, Sharon. Uh-huh.
No,
Yeah.
no, no.
Yeah, that's how I found out about him.
Oh, I met him through Duke Pharaoh.
Okay, so you heard about him. Okay, okay, yeah. He
Yeah.
has ladies' night every Sunday, and they
Uh-huh.
talk relationship. He
Hey,
he brings
LB.
different
Yeah.
topics, but yeah. Oh, so you already know about these people. Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. Uh-huh. That's what I was telling you. So yeah. But it's all good or whatever. Like I said, I'm going on other different panels. Thank you, Hassan, for allowing me to come up on your panel the other day. So I'm kind of getting my name out there in different other sectors because, like I said, these people will try to keep you stuck in this sector, and I don't want to be stuck here.
No, no, I get what you're saying, Selena, but like Al Boogie said, be careful what you get in. Doesn't mean you go other places. It means a lot nicer.
Yeah, I know that too.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
It
It's
just
got
it just depends on the content character. I said the content character. Yeah, that too.
Mm-hmm.
The content, the you know how I'm talking about.
yeah, 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 but don't even
Content,
let that fool you. Trust me.
the
We see that.
content, yeah, and it comes on the content and looking at what they're talking about because it's some people that I go into other sectors. I didn't know. I'm like, oh, there's some other beef. I don't know nothing about. It don't have nothing to do with me. But it was, I've been in other people's chats and they're talking about other people. I'm like, oh my God. So it's beef everywhere.
Oh
You
yeah.
just have thank you, Orlando. You just have to make sure that wherever you go, that y'all kind of have some type of like mind, to where you talk about kind of the same things. Hey, how are you doing, fam roots? I appreciate you coming through. And you just have to connect with those people that you kind of have a like mind, like-minded, ness too. And that's kind of where I am right now. But it's all good. I'm about to get off this platform, but I hope some people understand what a lot of the stuff that we deal with from 2024. We can't afford to take this on another 2025.
You'd be
You know,
surprised. You'd be
yeah,
surprised.
it's gonna be some people that's still gonna be talking about the same thing, and from 2022, 2023, 2024, they will continue to keep talking about the same exact things, the same characters, you know, maybe a different storyline or added something into the storyline. So that's what they're going to continue to do. But that doesn't mean that I have to continue to do that. Tonight, Raw Boy, I'm not on anything. I am just being Selena. So I had a cherry Coke Zero. I didn't have no wine.
But
Mm-hmm.
before we leave, have you heard about the purge? Or no? Do you know about
Oh
that?
yeah, and everything is predictive programming. That's why when they make these movies, I'm not surprised why they're making these movies. They're
No, no,
making
no.
these what?
I'm talking about YouTube purge. There's a YouTube purge.
Oh, I thought you were talking about a real purge. So I'm like, these people crazy enough to start
No, no,
one.
no, no. Like this purge, he does it. The host, he does it every summer and
Oh,
every. So like the next one is next week. 12-hour streams, 2 days straight. Now, and people from other sectors. So you probably see somebody up there that you know. It's pretty like you got to keep an eye on him. What if you get dragged? If you hit the link, it's
well,
all
I
over.
see that's not the group. That's not the platform for me
I
because
know, I know, but
uh-huh.
some people in your sector probably go over there. That's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
probably so, but I won't be there because I was thinking you were talking about a real purge. I said I could see that happen, but
Yeah,
now I want to laugh. I enjoy going to different platforms where I can laugh and even learn something. Hey, Uncle Charles, but at the same time, I don't want to deal with too much of this other stuff because, like I said, I don't like when people draw me into foolishness. So when people try to draw me into foolishness, I already give them the stop sign. Stop. I'm not going there. And whatever I say whatever I have said before, I'm stand on it. And that's just how I feel about it. And I don't care how fake people think I am, how fake they think my body is, how fake they think whatever. But the fact of the matter is, I came on here alone and I'm going to stay on here alone. I believe that people should be solo dolo. Don't get involved with too many people. That's another thing I've learned in 2024 that I will take with me in 2025. Don't get too buddy with folks. And be careful how you are vulnerable with people. Don't tell everybody your business. And please be aware that that nobody's exempt from when mad day comes and they try to put you out there. Nobody is exempt, because even those people that you may think is real cool, it just let something happen. Now, there is people, if that's an exception to the rule, you watch how they have did other people and they haven't did other people like that. So 9 times out of 10, they won't do you that way. But again, you should always just be careful. That's all I'm saying.
And especially be careful you be in the back. The live is the live, whatever. But the back chat, be careful. That's the more risky,
Yeah, it is. It just like I said, but you got to have somebody that got something to lose and you got something to lose. Because when I tell it on you, I got to tell it on me, right? So if I'm doing some freaky deaky stuff or talking freaky deaky to you, I'm gonna have to put my stuff out there, right? If I tell your stuff, so therefore I'm keeping my mouth shut. So yeah, but it's all good. I think, like I said, I know I learned a lot this year. Like I said, it was a challenging year, but I learned some valuable lessons that I will definitely take in 2025. And another thing, don't waste your time with folks that's not even worth it, because that, like I said, you can't get time back. That's one thing you can never get back. So yeah, I'm just saying. So y'all, thank you so much, L Boogie, for coming up. Do you have any last things to say, L Boogie and Hassan, before I drop down?
Well, appreciate you having me up here, Selena, and of course, happy endeavors to your channel. And catch you soon. Appreciate you.
Both of you as well.
Yeah. Happy holidays, Boogie. Salute to you, Selena, to the chat. Till next time.
Next time.
And check out
Earth Day.
The first thing I send you, and they also have a website how to do thumbnails and editing, and then that is just the YouTube channel to show you how to operate it.
Okay, other than
that, salute to you.
Thank you, Hassan. I appreciate you.
Later, everybody.
Thank you, Earth Day, for coming through. Well, guys, like I said, I did meet a little bit of my goal. I got 2 super chats, so that was a blessing. And I got a Cash App. I appreciate that. Shout out to those people that blessed me today. Today. Thank you for those who are members to my channel. I hope that there is some content that you have seen on there that you feel was membership worthy. Because some of that stuff I tried to let me put this back here. I don't want everybody to see this, me going off. So I put that in my membership lives. But I hope that you enjoy some of my content. Like I said, I'm growing. I hope each and every day and each and every month and each and every year, I get better and better and better so that I can make it interesting for y'all. I want to be a little funny, but I want to tell some truths too. So I want y'all to be able to enjoy when you come over here and not being like, why am I over here? You know what I'm saying? So I don't want that. I don't want that to be said or thought of, but I hope that when you guys come over here, y'all get something from what I say. You get a laugh or something out of it. Thank you, John. And next time I'm gonna work on my little singing voice. So I got a little cold, being around them kids. But I'm gonna work on my singing voice so I can really sing the next song. I just gave you a little clips Thank you, Earth Day. I just gave you a little clips of Mariah Carey. Why you so obsessed with me? So, guys, I hope you had a good time in here for the time being. Thank you for those that joined me. And when I say I love you to Reese's Pieces, I'm just letting you know I appreciate you for spending the time with me or blessing me with a cash app or blessing me with a like. I appreciate it so much. Like I said, I'm here to did I sing a little bit, Demia? Why are you so obsessed with me? Did I sing it right? But thank you, Kiki. This is my first time seeing you in the chat, so I appreciate you coming by. I hope you subbed up, and thank you so much for coming through. Yeah, next time I need to do a karaoke live. Okay, I need to do a Selena karaoke live next. Have people come up here and sing and stuff like that. So yeah, that would be kind of funny. I'd like to see who would come up for that. I'm surprised Russell didn't bring his little flirting self up here tonight. But anyway, love you guys at Reese's Pieces, and I will definitely talk to you guys later. Talk to you. Bye.
Selena.
It's a vibe, baby. Oak Cliff girl, can't make you change my world. Damn, you're so fine, girl. Oak Cliff girl, put them heels on and prove.
Welcome to Selena's Couch, where you are welcome to be free to be yourself. So you can lay your head on my couch, on my pillows.
It's all good, we can do whatever we wanna do now. I'm in my bag right now, and I got a feeling, babe, yeah. You gon' be my number one lover. Spend the night making love to each other, with the lights on top of the covers. Just me and you, babe. And I feel like you're my
Love you to Reese's Pieces.
Get you a word. Nana boo boo.